At this pivotal time in history, we honor Fisk University's extraordinary contributions to the fabric of American life. A university where some define centuries, some break barriers, some sit in, some walk across bridges, some start little league teams, some stare into the furthest reaches of space. Some are just beginning to shake things up. Some raise senators. Some raise icons. Some raise superstars. Some shape global dialogues. Some shape policy. Some are just getting started. Some win medals. Some win prizes. Some sing. Some write poetry. Some compose. Some paint murals. Some build buildings. Some dance. Some still study. All belong to the Fisk family.
Good evening, and welcome to Educate Our Youth Virtual College Tour. I'm your host, Janet Keith Thompson, also co-founder of the Mamie Keith and Aline Bradley Educational Foundation. The mission of Educate Our Youth is to make college more accessible through education, mentoring, professional development, and any other means available to students by offering programs such as ACT and SAT workshops, tour college campuses, assist with financial aid, financial literacy, young entrepreneurship, and academics over athletes. Our guest this afternoon is Ms. Robbyn Portis, admission counselor from Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm so glad to have you here this afternoon. I love that video a few seconds ago, and it is HBCU week, so how appropriate to have you here today. So, excuse me?
Thank you for having me.
You're quite welcome. You're quite welcome. I believe there's a little another film you would like to show.
Yeah, there's another video that I would like to show.
Okay.
Are you able to see my screen?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Behold the heart and namesake of Music City, Fisk University. Based in Nashville, Tennessee, Fisk is the oldest institution of higher education in the city and continues to change the world for the better. Fisk students, faculty, staff, and alumni have been instrumental in transforming the world across a variety of fields: business, pre-med, technology, education, the arts, music, and social justice. Each year, Fisk University's outstanding faculty and students continue to uphold the university's national reputation for academic and professional excellence. From leading reviewers to top corporations and graduate schools, everyone can agree that Fisk University cultivates the highest caliber of scholars, executives, and leaders. According to the National Science Foundation, Fisk produces more African Americans who go on to earn doctoral degrees in the natural sciences than any school in the nation, and a top 10 HBCU on the U.S. News and World Report. With more than 40% of students involved in corporate internships, Fisk is also ranked number 3 for job placement in the state of Tennessee. Companies such as Google, Apple, HCA Healthcare, Cravath, Swain, and more are all frequent recruiters of Fisk University students. Our team understands that your college choice is one of the most important decisions that you can make for your future. Fisk University strives to ensure that you will gain a significant return on that investment. Our goal is to provide a well-rounded educational experience that you'll not only enjoy, but that will truly prepare you to compete at the highest level, both personally and professionally. We recognize that your choice of college is truly about realizing your dreams, and we are deeply committed to helping you achieve unprecedented success. Along with your peers, dedicated professors, and administrators will become your family, your Fisk family, and we are welcoming you with open arms. If you're interested in joining us, be sure to submit your application today and visit fisk.edu. So, what do you have to lose? You only have amazing opportunities to gain.
Wow, makes me want to go back to school. I enjoyed that. So, Robbyn, tell the audience a little bit about yourself and what do you do on campus?
So yes. So yes, I am an admissions counselor at Fisk University. I'm also a recent alumni of Fisk.
Okay.
I just graduated this past May with the class of 2021 with my BA in English.
Okay.
I'm also a native of Chicago, Illinois.
All right. All right. So you like the South?
Yes, I have grown to love the South. The Nashville environment definitely is not only bustling and always something to do, but also the Fisk environment is definitely has been my family away from my family.
Well, good, good. That was good. So tell me, I want to go to Fisk, and I've applied. And I've been accepted. What is the next step for me?
So the next step that will happen is an admissions counselor will personally reach out to you to let you know, hey, I'm your admissions counselor.
Okay.
And what they will ask for you next is your high school transcript and either a copy of your SAT or ACT scores. However, if you do not have those test scores, we are test optional now,
Okay.
and so you have the opportunity to be able to not send in your test scores if you don't want to or not able to test due to the environment that we now live in.
Okay. So you, in other words, you don't really have to send the ACT or SAT test scores in, but do you do placement tests once the students get there?
So we do placement testing. However, that's just to see where you are.
Right.
To directly place you into a class is to give you more offerings to higher classes that you could start at.
Okay.
So it's still up to your choice of which classes you want to go to, and things of that sort. It's just that we give you that option to see where you are, so that way you're in a class that you're going to be forever learning in, not just doing things that you already have done.
Oh, okay. I got you. So what's the first year for a freshman like?
The first year for a freshman, first what will start off is you'll be invited on campus a week before classes starts, so that you will be able to get more introduced to your peers and also the student leaders on our campus. We call it our welcome week.
Okay.
And that's a week for freshmen. And so you, like I was saying, you'll stay on campus a whole week by yourself. You'll learn the culture of Fisk University. You'll learn how to basically smoothen your transition with starting classes from coming from home to class, because it's a big responsibility in terms of, especially if you haven't already started thinking about, oh, I have to wake up on my own now.
Right.
You have your student leaders there that will help you out, answer any questions that you need. And then after that, that's when classes are kick-started. And you'll also have that conversation with your advisor about what classes they would like for you to take, for that way you can stay on track.
Okay.
And then afterwards, of course, you'll start classes, and then you'll be able to talk with your professors and things of that sort, because they have office hours that are available to all of our students. And if you ever need any help with like tutoring services, that is also completely free on our campus as long as you stay on campus. We do offer tutoring services through our AESP, which is Academic Excellence and Student Performance Department. And so they'll hook you up with a student who has passed that class with like an A or better.
Right.
And so that way you'll be able to have one-on-one with a student that actually has not only gone through the class, but has aced the class and should have some tips for you.
Okay. So you said if you were on campus, so what if you lived off campus? You won't be able to get tutoring, or is there another?
No, when I mean on campus, I meant like as long as you search for those tutoring services on campus, because there are tutoring services off campus that anybody can
Okay. So for freshmen, like you said, the first time away from home, they have to wake themselves up. So what is the dorms like for a freshman? I know some dorms are quads and some are just dormitories, with two in a room, and you go to the dining hall for lunch and dinner. So how do you what do you have for freshmen and in upperclassmen? How is the housing there?
So yes, 3 out of 4 of our living learning centers, that's what we call our dorms, because they should have everything within them that you need on your day-to-day.
Oh, okay.
3 out of 4 of them are community style. And I know that can be a little scary at first, but I always say it's part of the experience, and it also
Yeah.
your own responsibilities as well. And within all of our dorms as well, we have working computer lounge with a printer as well. We have microwave areas, because you're not allowed to have microwaves within your room. And we also have RAs on each floor, so that way you have somebody to speak with if you have any questions, anything of that sort. However, moreover, with our dorm life, freshmen females will be held inside Jubilee Hall, which is our first permanent structure on our campus. And it is a very, very great experience to live inside of Jubilee, because it's also one of the oldest buildings for Africans education in the South, African Americans education in the South.
Okay.
Due to that being when we first were emancipated with the Emancipation Proclamation, we usually built into things like Fisk University when we originally founded. We built into 16 Army barracks. However, Jubilee was solely built for our education when we moved our campus to the location that we're at now, of the Fisk Jubilee Singers, who practically saved our school. And so that's why we hold our Jubilee Singers up to such a high esteem.
Oh, okay. What about
What was that?
So you have Jubilee Singers now. So tell us a little bit about that. And can a freshman join the chorus, or you have to be a certain a classification before you can sing?
So yeah, Jubilee auditions takes place every year. It doesn't even matter if you've been a singer the previous year; you still have to audition.
Okay.
Are allowed to audition during their freshman year, and I highly recommend it, because even if you don't get chosen to be a Jubilee singer your freshman year, you at least know what to prepare for the next year.
Okay.
You come back each year and to audition for Jubilee. Our Jubilee singers, there's 20 singers. 16 are main singers, 4 of them are alternates, because they're 4 different groups. And so, yeah, they audition each year. They perform at on-campus and off-campus events. They also perform out-of-state events as well, so it's not just like a Tennessee thing. And some of them also take the opportunity to record an actual studio. As you guys probably saw, the Jubilee Singers just won their first Grammy in 155 years in the making.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they actually just got mailed to our campus, and it's inside the music building.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's definitely an honor to be a Jubilee singer, and to also know the Jubilee Singers, because they're students. So you can only be a Jubilee singer while you're a current student at Fisk.
Okay. I want to go back a second. When you mentioned RA, does anybody know that RA is a residential assistant, correct?
Yeah.
That works with the students that stay on campus in the dormitories. So if anything go on, they are to report to the RA.
Yep. And then also what our RAs do, they take the extra step to hold floor meetings as well. And this floor meeting takes place weekly, so that way everybody's on one accord when it comes to if anything comes up, or if there's anything that needs to be passed along. Our students are well updated with that. The RAs checks up on it.
Okay, sounds good. Listen, does university have students to audition when applying to be accepted at Fisk, or they just submit applications? And is the application, do you have fee waivers, or is there a fee that go along with the application process?
Yeah, so students do not have to audition, they just have to apply.
Okay.
So with applying, you can apply 3 different ways to get into Fisk University. The first way being through the Common App. We are completely free on the Common App. The second way being through our personal Fisk University application, which you will find on our website under admissions. You just go all the way down to how to apply, and they'll say you can apply here, and then that will take you to our portal, to our personal application. And the third being through the Black Common App. We just recently came onto that portal. However, it is a $35 fee through there, because you apply to all HBCUs through that portal.
Oh, I see. And so how many schools do you have on campus?
In terms of schools, we have...
like you have your English department, your psychology.
So yeah, we have 25 majors.
Okay.
And so some of them do trickle into one another. For instance, we have business administration, but there's several different concentrations underneath that. We
Okay.
also have computer science, which will go hand in hand with data science, and also go hand in hand with homeland security as well. And we also just recently added criminal justice to our list of majors as well.
Okay.
So
So I see you also have pre-med students attend Fisk.
yeah, so within our pre-med, that's what biology is one of our most sought out degrees.
Okay.
Do enter, and that's because of our Meharry Medical College Bridge program that we have.
Right.
Meharry Medical College is directly across the street from Fisk University,
Okay.
and we have a great relationship with them as well. And so within that program, you'll apply for that your freshman year during your second semester. And so you'll need, and as long as you're in that program and you maintain a 3.3 GPA and receive a high score in the MCAT, you'll be able to receive automatic admissions into Meharry Medical College. And so that program basically gets you ready for that MCAT and also introduces you to some of the professors that are at Meharry Medical College.
Okay. My primary care doctor attended Meharry Medical School. So yeah. So he's a great doctor too.
Yeah, they definitely do produce some great doctors and dentists as well.
Can students live off campus as well as on, or is there I know for most freshmen are on campus, their first year, but do they have off-campus housing?
So we do not offer off-campus housing. However, students do elect to live off campus. Like myself, I moved off campus my senior year.
Okay. And most of the time, when that's the year that they generally move off campus is their junior, senior year. So your classes, the classrooms, are they lecture-based or how does the teacher, professors teach the students, lectures, or is it open discussion?
So it really depends on not only the major, but also the class that you're, like the day of the class, because being an English major, sometimes we will lecture during one period, and then the
Okay.
next class we'll have a discussion based.
Okay.
So it literally intertwines with one another. It just depends on what day it is or what part of the syllabus you're on.
Oh, okay. So how accessible is the administrators, your registrar's office, financially? How accessible are they to the students?
So they are very accessible. We strive on that Fisk family, and that Fisk family is not just a bond between students, but also a bond between students, faculty, and staff. Everybody's very accessible, and then if you're not able to get them in their office, everybody eats lunch inside the cafeteria around the same exact time, so you're able to approach them then as well. Everybody also does very well with emailing. If you email somebody directly, they're very well at responding to you within a timely manner.
Okay. And is Fisk University a safe campus?
Yes, it's definitely a safe campus. And not only that, our security takes an extra step to become acquainted with us. They'll hold a safety week during one of the semesters. And then during that week, they'll hold a whole week of events where they're not only like cook for us, like barbecue for us on the yard, but they'll also teach us different drills and procedures, and also walk us through different documents as well, that in order for us like report any crime or anything, that way we all are very familiar with them.
Right.
They also ride around 24/7 and always says hi to everybody.
Sounds great. I see on the videos that the schools seem to be diverse. How diverse is it with students and with faculty?
So we are a very diverse school campus. We look at diversity. 70% of us come from out of state school. I mean, out of state, like we come from out of state, the popular states being Illinois,
Right.
Georgia, California. And then also we have a lot of different students that come from international. We have a lot of different international students as well. Top countries being Nigeria or Nepal. However, some students do trickle from the islands as well, like the Bahamas, Jamaica. And so we're very diverse in where we come from. We're all melting pot of culture at Fisk University. There isn't just one Fiskite, but there's several different type of other Fisk students.
So do y'all send students abroad to study?
We do have study abroad opportunities, and all you have to do to learn more about that is talk with our career planning and development office, and they'll definitely hook you up with a study abroad opportunity.
Okay. So how about the athletic department? So what's going on there? I know, do you have football and basketball? Or what sports do you have on campus?
So I'm gonna start off with what we do have.
Okay.
We have a men's and women's basketball team,
Okay.
women's volleyball, track and field. We have a men's soccer team, golf club. I mean, a golf team, and we also have tennis as well. So what
Okay.
we don't have is we don't have a baseball team, nor do we have a football team. But we don't let that dwindle us at Fisk University, because you have Tennessee State, which is 3 minutes away, who has a football team. You have Vanderbilt about 10 minutes away that has a football team. And Nashville just so happens to be the home to the NFL team, Tennessee Titans. So if you're
Right.
looking for football, you'll definitely be able to find football. And also a couple years back, Nashville was also the host city for the NFL draft. So
Oh,
definitely
okay.
a lot of different football players and teams also, to be able to get that experience if that's what you're looking for. However, we do not offer it directly on our campus.
Because you still get to see some football.
Yes, you definitely get to see.
Yeah, yeah. So y'all have a band, concert, or marching band?
Yes, we do have a marching band. They are just this is their first inaugural year as the actual marching band because in the past it used to be the drum line. So
Okay.
now we have horns. We have a lot of bigger percussion. Um, we have a bigger percussion section as well. And yeah, they have full uniforms like the marching band. Like it's honestly a growing program, but when I heard them perform for their first time when they was introducing themselves to the campus, it
Yeah,
honestly sounded very, very good. So
they
I'm
were good.
glad to see
Oh, okay.
that go.
Look at, yeah, but I haven't seen an HBCU band that's not good. You
Yeah,
know, they all of them are. So tell me, do your students get good academic support?
yeah.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that.
So yes, all if you ever need any academic support, that's when you'll go through AESP, which is the Academic Excellence and Student Performance.
Okay.
And you'll go through them, and they'll be able to help you out with either tutoring or helping you get probably changed to a different class if that class is a little too hard, or just talk things out with you just to see where your head is and what
Okay.
the problem is. So yes, we do offer academic support on our campus.
I know on some college campuses you have the scholars program and they're all named different things, you know, like students that got 4.0s, they are generally housed someplace else and they get scholarships offered to them. I'm sure, what do y'all have and what do you call your programs?
So we do have a holistic like honors program on our campus.
Okay.
However, when going into what you're speaking on with like scholarships, we have
Yeah.
our presidential scholars, and so they do get housed in a separate wing by themselves inside of Shane Hall, which is our co-ed and our only suite style dorm on our campus.
Okay. What advice would you give a student about financial aid to your school? Because your school is a private institution, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And so a little advice I would give with financial aid is to definitely fill out that FAFSA as early as possible. It opens up October 1st, so definitely get that in as soon as possible. And also be very transparent with your admissions counselor, so that
Okay.
way they'll be able to help you out with as much as they possibly can with the situation that you may be experiencing at the moment.
Okay. So your hours on campus, are they convenient for the students? Because sometimes you end up at the registrar's office and they're locking the door right at 5 o'clock. So are you, you
Um,
know,
so yeah, what I would say with that is to catch somebody after hours is to email them. Um,
okay. Okay.
if nobody's looking for you, then they're not going to be expecting you to show up at that 5
I
p.m.
hear you.
So I would say email the registrar, email whoever you're trying to see after business hours to see if they can stay after business hours to meet with you about your situation.
Okay.
We do want to be as accommodating as possible with our students.
What advice would you give students that want to attend Fisk University?
So yes, the advice I would give students that want to attend Fisk, definitely be open-minded because it is a small environment.
Hmm.
So I know that can be a little scary at first for especially for introverts like I was myself,
Okay.
because nothing's gonna really come to you. You gotta come out there and invest in yourself. So that's what I would say. Be ready to invest in yourself at Fisk, because there's so many different opportunities that come through, but you have to go to the office in order for them to be directly to you because they're gonna send all these type of internships and things to like the whole student body. And so that won't probably be geared directly to you. So that's why you gotta be in somebody's face, like to say,
Right.
and
Okay.
to really get to know you, to build that relationship with you, and that way they'll be able to know exactly what you want and need, and be able to help you out with navigating through the process of getting those opportunities to you.
What is your favorite thing about Fisk?
Ooh, my favorite thing about Fisk would have to definitely be our campus dances. We
Okay.
have a few dances that we all do as a campus. And so, like, if we're at off-campus events, if we ever hear the music playing, everybody would literally move out the way so that we can do our dances and things. So I definitely enjoy our campus dances that we do have, because it literally brings out, it shows the family, it really does. And it's just all in all a good time teaching it not only to incoming freshmen, but also students that have been at Fisk who still don't really know it that much. You'll be able to
Okay.
as well. So that's my favorite thing about
So it's a specific dance that everybody know how to do.
it. Yeah, we have like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
so like the wobble or the electric slides. No,
No, it's separate from those. Like we do those.
okay.
It's separate from those. Yeah.
I hear you. I hear you. So what tell me something that you don't like about the university.
Something I don't like about the university. That's a really hard question.
I know, I'm sorry. What there's always a little something that you're not, yeah.
Yeah, there always is a little something. But I would really just say, just the transportation wise,
Okay.
we don't really offer like off campus transportation.
Okay.
Like, have like a bus for students that they can use in order to get like Walmart runs and things. So we don't really have that in Nashville's public transportation.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like danger wise. It's just like accessible wise. Like it's not.
I got you. So let's talk about the Divine Nine. What are they doing on your campus?
So yes, I am a proud member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
Okay.
19. So we are definitely active. We have 8 of the Divine Nine. We do not have a chapter of Iota Phi Theta.
Okay.
And so yeah, all of our organizations are active on campus. They are definitely involved. We just put in a new NPHC coordinator. And so she's definitely getting the organizations together so that way we're able to band more together and actually become an NPHC family. Because even though we're all separate organizations, we're still all founded for the same reason. So,
what type of coordinator?
NPHC coordinator.
And what does that mean, NPHD?
National Pan-Hellenic Council.
Okay.
So that's
I'm not.
Oh, so yeah, I was gonna say that's basically the official name of Divine Nine.
Right, because I'm not a member of a Divine Nine, so you have to kind of educate me on that. So it's been great talking to you. Is there anything else you want to share with us about Fisk before we end this conversation?
No, there isn't anything else I want to show, but however, I do just want to let everybody know that we do offer on-campus tours. So if you're ever in the area or ever thinking about doing a HBCU tour, feel free to fill out that form. Or if you ever need a one-on-one with an admissions counselor just to see where you are, you can go on our admissions page or we'll go to fiskuniversity.edu/admissions. You can go scroll all the way down to meet our staff and you'll be able to set up a one-on-one with an admissions counselor. So I highly recommend.
I hope that our program is that's part of one of the things that we want to do with this program is to carry students on college tours. And so they can experience virtual tours is great because of COVID. We're not able to really do that and funding. But I work in higher ed, and that's what we did. We could carry students on college tours, and they got to get the feel of the campus and meet the students and see some of the activities. And it really made a difference because some of those students chose some of the colleges that we visited. So so we're hoping to get going with that as soon as we can. And speaking of that, I want to thank some folks that made donations to the foundation. I want to thank Effie Baldwin. She's with Believing in a Better World. Sylvia Ellaby Hickman. She's a realtor with Century 21 Broadhurst. Aaron Lassane of Lassane Plumbing. And Terry C. Williams of TCJ Holding Incorporated. So if anyone out there that would like to make a donation to the foundation, please go to our website and click on donate. And we are 501c3, so it is you can place this on your tax return when you file this coming taxes for 2021. Robbyn, thank you so much for being a guest on our show. It was really great having Fisk University today, especially with it being HBCU week.
Thank you for having me.
You're quite welcome. I enjoyed the conversation.
Thank you. Same. Have a nice rest of you guys' night. Thank you.
You too. Have a good week.